Now hold on there, graphic man.
Good evening, everybody. OCO Tiwaja Oust. And that does not mean welcome to the Graphic Man headquarters, but it should. It's just a simple little greeting. I enjoyed spending summers with my grandparents, and that's all they spoke mainly was Cherokee around me. They were trying to get me to learn it. So you're sitting at the dinner table one day, and you hear your grandfather just utter the word "Salut," and you look around, you have no idea what's going on, and the next thing you know, your grandmother is passing him the corn on the cob. So you learn, oh, that means corn, which I tried to pass on to my son. I would tell him corn is "Salut," so "Salut," and then he would say, "Lou." And I said, no, "Salut, Lou." And so as we were having a who's on first moment, basically. But so sometimes teaching it is not the best. So but I thoroughly enjoyed what little phrases I was able to pick up. And although I'm basically mostly Caucasian, I believe I'm a lot more Cherokee than a certain senator in Massachusetts. So we'll leave that one alone. Looks like Gratu's in the audience. Hello, sir. He'll be joining us here in about an hour. And we're going to be talking about the Native American Indian presence in comic books. This will be from a historical standpoint, and we hope it doesn't offend. It's not meant to offend by any means. We thoroughly enjoy all comics, and we're glad to see somebody already in the chat. Hello, Jackson. Lead Paint's here. Welcome, Cold War. We're going to get going here, and I'll turn it over to Dr. Silver Age, and he's going to show us some great little books.
All right. I pulled a few different weird, odd little things. So we start off here with the little all-star Western from DC Comics. This is the #1 from the Bronze Age with Powwow Smith.
Excellent.
Yeah, nice cover.
And then I went to the DC Showcase, and they did a 3-issue stint with Firehair.
Mm-hmm.
And that one there is number 85. And number 86.
Hey, is Firehair a male or a female in this series?
This one is a male.
All right, the original, I think, was
a female, yeah.
Yeah,
it's about time we got the swap that way.
And then this is 87.
Hey, everybody. Notice Bronco Bear's new killer bear.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He and Steve were commenting on that. So
yeah.
And then, it's kind of an inside joke. So
I get a Superman 100 pager. This is Superman 245. And the reason I brought it up was because it had a story about Super Chief. in it right here. I don't know if you can see the character.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
So,
Let me pick up that issue.
and that was 245. Superman. And then I'm sure everybody recognized this one. This one I pulled because it had Scalp Hunter story in it, but it's the Jonah Hex Spectacular.
Oh yeah, the last Jonah Hex story too.
Yep. Where you get stuffed and mounted there. So,
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
and the next little group, it's a small group, is starts with Marvel Spotlight #1 with Red Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find my copy, but I'm glad you pulled it out. That's such a great.
I couldn't find mine either. Great.
And then I go to his regular series, and this is issue #1. Issue #3.
Mm-hmm.
Issue #5. Issue #6.
Well, that's cool.
And issue #9. I'm still working on putting this together as far as getting the rest of the issues.
Yeah.
So,
I got an interesting question here. Would you consider the comics with Native American Indians to be Westerns, or a separate entity from that in comic books?
Who are you
I'll
asking?
say what.
Well, anybody. Because I
Let's
always viewed Indian culture and Indian life separate from the American, what traditional Western, what we consider the traditional Western. I mean, even though Indians are part of it in many ways, but they have their own culture separate from our Western culture. So
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good question. I mean, I would say in the literary standpoint, like in James Fenimore Cooper books,
mhm.
I don't consider that a Western. I consider that literary adventure, Indian type of story. But comic books, I consider it a Western. I categorize it as a Western.
Right.
That's comic books. But
And,
literary, I do it differently.
And then Classics Illustrated had that great Hiawatha.
Right.
So that
And I do have a series like that I'm going to show a couple of images of
good.
from France. So
good.
we can discuss if you think those are Westerns.
Yeah, I think Westerns probably there's your Hiawatha.
I was just talking about that. There you go.
But it's what Steve was talking about. The James, there you go. Jambo's got it. The Fenimore Cooper, you call that an Eastern, really, when you think about it, right? Because that's
Yeah.
and all the Tomahawk that's going on back east. So
Mhm.
Red Wolf is a good subject matter because they modernized him, I believe, near the end. So I don't know if you could call that a Western either. But
I don't consider it a Western.
Was he considered a superhero then?
No,
He
not
was
even.
hanging
I
out
don't think
with
he
the
had.
Avengers
I think he
for a
was
while.
just
Well, he
in a
later
way
joined
like
the superhero
Batman,
group.
but not with all the the gadgets and the training that he had.
He did join a superhero group later in the Incredible Hulk. Can't remember the issue. I'm sure Eric Breen knows. I can't remember right now. The one with the Rangers debut.
Oh, I can't remember what issue that was. I remember
But you
the two
remember
issues
the
of
cover.
Avengers that
West
where they
Coast,
brought him into the
Right.
present, but I don't
But
remember
you remember? No, you're thinking about Two Gun Kid, the Red Wolf.
No. No, Red Wolf was in Avengers 80 and 81.
Yeah. Right.
And then we had Wyatt Wingfoot with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Right.
he shot the evil eye that ended up splitting into 6 parts that gave us the Avengers Defenders War back in FF54. Is that nerdy enough?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's not off the cuff there, man.
Well, to be real nerdy, we'll teach you a little Cherokee here. You want to learn how to say horse in Cherokee. It's Sagwilla.
Sagwilla.
Sagwilla. Now I'll give it over to Paulo, and he could tell you how to say horse in Portuguese. So this is a very educational stream we've got going.
Yes, so let me share screen here. Hold on. All right, let's share hello screen. No. Select window screen and okay, am I sharing? I'm not sharing. No.
Not yet.
All we see is you,
Mm-hmm.
which
Not
is
bad.
fine. It's fine.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Are you seeing Papa?
There we go.
Yeah. Papa. That
Okay.
sounds German.
This was created by Goscinny and Uderzo, the creators of Asterix. You remember we talked about this?
Yes.
Yes. This lasted for 3 albums only, and it's mostly humorous. And the sequence I'm showing right now are the humorous books. We'll go to the real adventure later. I got 30 covers here, but we'll start with a segment of 12. This is set during the time of British colonization. This is the 3rd album. Papa against Foi Malade, Make Ill. So it must be the name of a witch doctor. So this is Tintin in America, one of the first 3 Tintin books, and one of the 3 bad ones, which are being burned in certain libraries.
Really?
Yeah. The thing is, everything here is stereotypes. Tintin arrives in America. First, he meets gum-chewing gangsters, and even though he's in the early 30s, he goes to the reservation, and these are the Indians.
Wow.
Yeah, it's only after with the 4th book that Tintin becomes getting serious and interesting.
Okay.
And volume 2 is Tintin in Congo, and nobody wants to see that nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Wapi. I don't know much about this. Looks to be a young boy. This was the only book that had this character, Wapi and the Golden Triangle. The artist Paul Cuvelier is better known for drawing the series Corentin, which is usually set in India, but did have this book, Corentin chez les Peaux Rouges, Quarantine among the Redskins. The French never had a problem with using the word redskin. So there's going to be a couple of other uses of Peau Rouge here in the books I'm showing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lucky Luke, for such a long series, Lucky Luke has almost 50 albums, but there are only 2 Native American themed covers. This is one of them, Apache Canyon. This one was written by Asterix writer Goscinny, and this one, Sarah Bernhardt, with the singer Sarah Bernhardt. The funny thing is there are a lot of Lucky Luke albums which feature legends of the Old West. There's Billy the Kid. There's one set at the OK Corral with the wait, now I'm forgetting. It's the time. Calamity Jane had an album, and even Judge Roy Bean. But the majority of the books feature Lucky Luke's usual enemies, the Dalton cousins, and so that's why there aren't many adventures with Indians.
I have a few of those Lucky Lukes in German,
Hmm.
so they were published all over Europe, I think.
Yeah. Lucky Luke is one of the big three with Tintin and Asterix. It's always got to be in print.
Yeah.
So now we're moving to this series. I had three books from this series when I was younger. I don't have them anymore. The series is called Yakari, written by Job and drawn by Derib. And Derib is very, very good. Even though this is a kids series, you can tell that he uses a lot of details. And I'm going to show you what the book that was my favorite from the series. Just Yakari in Wolf Country, and even though these wolves are more cartoony, they don't look like real wolves. They look sinister. The detail inside the albums is amazing.
I want everything you've shown so far.
Yeah.
This is another book. Yakari has an interesting supporting cast. These are his friends, Rainbow and Bison Seed. They usually tag along on some of the adventures, although he mostly hangs around. Adults usually don't feature much in the stories, so that's why I chose this cover. And then there's with the horses. The Yakari usually has his own horse. He talks to animals, so his horse is the only one in the tribe that isn't bridled. He does need a saddle. He was the only one, because he could speak. He was the only member of his tribe who could tame the famous Mustang Little Thunder, which does not which is not the one that is riding here. And he also has two spirit animals that hang out with him: the giant rabbit Nanabozo and the great eagle. And that's it. I'm going to stop sharing now. These are the first 12 covers.
They look great.
And we'll be back.
Beautiful.
You forgot to tell us what Portuguese for Saguila is, though.
For it's cavallo. Like in Spanish, caballo.
Well, Captain Strangelife, would you like to show us some books?
Where do I go? Where do I start? Well, I guess I'll start with a somewhat. I'm not going to say anything about it. I think you can get the drift of this cover here.
Yeah.
The little beaver, and there's kind of a sexual connotation to it. It wasn't at the time when it was printed, but it is today. You know, he fought to guard forbidden treasure, the little beaver. Oh man, I got that on my wall of Strange. Then this I showed before. This is such a cool cover, and I don't know who does the cover. I don't think the cover artist is listed in the Grand Comics database.
Very nice.
It's a good one.
Lead Paint has sent me email hoping that we would show Tonto books tonight, so I'm glad you did
there's
that.
one Tonto. Then I got Indian Chief.
Oh, nice.
Featuring the White Eagle. It's from 1956. And this is Fighting Indians of the Wild West.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
It's great condition, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is missing a page. I've been trying to get replaced, but this is number 1, actually.
What was that, Jambo?
It's even got a damsel in distress on the cover there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the red dress.
Some good art.
That is pre-code, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pre-code. I don't know what the year is, but it's definitely pre-code. Now let me go right down to this here. I have, let's see. I got a lot of stuff, but I won't show it all at one time here. Ranger Comics.
Fire hair.
Number 12 from 1959. That's, the original Fire Hair.
Yeah. That's a good cover. Love the Fiction House.
And what issue is this? Oh, God, I don't know what issue this is, but
Very, very cool.
now some of these, are, I don't know if people might get upset if they're American Indian about something like this, but you have to put it into context of the time that it was being produced. And I got another one there, but I think I better not show that one. I don't know. Then I got some from Germany here. The Black Wolf, this is called.
The artwork's amazing.
Yeah, these are amazing covers. These usually reprint American comics, I believe, but the covers are new. And that's just, amazing artwork on there. There's Lasso. With the Reno Kid. Another Lasso with a choo-choo train cover.
That's a great cover.
I think in Lasso magazine the stories were original.
I don't think that they were all original.
I know that there was a couple of Italian. I've seen biographies of a couple of Italian artists who worked for that magazine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is number 389. It's from 1973. I think these are all from the early 70s.
Wow.
They just got great painted covers. I mean, beautiful. Like Paulo said, these European artists, man,
They don't skimp out on the detail.
No, they don't. Not at all.
The color palette's amazing.
Yeah, it's more realistic than I'm used to. I mean, compare it to the cover art on there. It's pretty good too, but
are those German comics? Do they have black and white interiors?
No, color? It's all full color.
Okay, cool. The Italians the Italians use color covers and black and white interiors, but they don't even do painted covers like that.
See, the reason I said that there might be some original stories in here. Some of these have there's the artwork. Some of these have
signatures.
Bonanza stories in there that were reprinted, I think.
You think from the Gold Key era?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not in this one, but there were some that have Bonanza stories as a backup. And okay, well, I'm trying to read the indicia here. It's in German. This is from 1973, but it says something about reprint from 1970. But I guess that was the backup stories that were actually reprints, but not in all of them. I noticed that only in some of the books that they have backup stories that were reprints from, I think, American comics. Yeah, the Gold Key.
Well, Gold Key, if the original book didn't have full length stories, they would be easier to adapt for a foreign publication because they could mix and match.
Yeah. But yeah, you're definitely right. They had the lead stories were usually all original, and some of them had the whole book with one story that was original. Here's this cover again. Just great beat. Look at the rocks that are falling here,
Yeah.
and I mean, it just pops out at you. You can feel them falling. I mean, it's just, and the danger. Just great artwork. You just don't see that in American comics too much. But anyway, that's what I got for right now.
Fantastic. All right. Well, how about Jambo go?
Okay. I got a few of these.
Do you have any fire hair?
Steve has a lot of these, but
Yeah, that's a great series. Love it.
that's a Frazetta cover there.
Yeah.
That's Rosetta? Yeah, look at that.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love that
There.
bear. You can see the texture, the muscles, and everything in that bear.
Yeah.
This one's a rough copy, but yeah.
Tough book. It's a tough book.
Yeah. There's another one in the series 22 also, which I don't have. It's
Yeah.
Frank Frazetta also, and
Mhm.
it's just real cool. There's number 6.
Oh, no, I don't have that one. Very cool.
Got a
I
little
love
wear
that
on it,
logo.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are very cool. Magazine Enterprises did a lot of great Western
Mhm.
and, Native American stuff also. They had a few titles that had some Native Americans in it. That's
Oh,
number
that's nice.
a lot of color in a lot of these covers. This was number 8. Yeah, number 8. So 14.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
yeah. Look at the horses
yeah.
and the decoration, the Indian art. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Magazine Enterprise is phenomenal company for Westerns, and Straight Arrow is just tops.
Yeah, and I guess it was on the radio
Yeah,
also,
it was.
Straight Arrow.
Yeah, almost 300 episodes, like 282.
I've
Nice-
never heard any of those. Or
Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
cool.
They ran from 1948 to 1952, I think. Yeah, it's a cool
27.
radio show. Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
cover.
Magazine Enterprises was heavy into westerns. I mean,
Yeah.
they had these
Red
guys
Mask,
too.
Wrangled Kid. Yeah, that's a great cover.
Bobby
Wow.
Benson.
Oh, that's a wonderful cover.
And this one, I wish it was in a little bit better shape because it would be beautiful. Tim Holt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these are stunning.
Saving the woman and the little girl there. So. I've got some fire hair, I think, here. Well, Ranger Comics, anyways. It's number 61. There's a horse with a little war paint on it.
Looks like blood.
It could be. I'm guessing the cowboy guy is the bad guy on this one. I don't
Cavalry
remember.
guy? He looked like he was from the American cavalry.
Could have been. You showed this one, Captain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just,
You notice the skin tone on that Indian? It's
Yeah,
pretty
it looks
dark brown,
almost-
and in some instances they have them almost white, and then there's beet red.
Mhm.
But I think this is a more of a proper representation, actually, of the Indians at the time.
Yeah.
The skin tone, I mean.
And then there was that time in the 80s when Marvel was painting Native Americans bright pink.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here's one more. I'll let somebody else go.
That is so absurd,
Ooh.
Nice bowl cover.
Yeah.
Stagecoach
Those are a couple
covers.
of
Oh, I
Apache
love
warriors.
stagecoach covers.
That is great. And look at that logo.
Mm-hmm.
The rope.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, with the rope around it. Mm-hmm. I'll let somebody else go after that.
We'll head for Steve here.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I'm going to start out with the proverbial the Carlton, fighting Air Force with the American Eagle. It was kind of like a Lieutenant Cloud, Black Hawk combo. He had a team we called the Eagles. They all had their own little personalities of combat aces. He led them. It only ran from number 50 to 55, and he just dropped off the face of the earth. No one's seen anything, or apparently they redid him. DC got the rights to him, and he appeared later on in DC. That's what he got, feathers in his ace cap, and So it's a pretty cool issue.
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be of American Indian heritage?
Yes. Yeah.
What was that
American
called, Steve?
Fighting Air Force. This is 53.
Oh, okay.
American Eagle.
American Eagle. Okay.
Yeah, I think it ran from number 50 to 55, and that was it.
I like
And I think he appeared later on in DC, if I'm not mistaken.
I hunt
Looks
that
almost
one
like the
down.
Black Hawk symbol.
Yeah,
on his
it is.
chest.
Yeah. It's a kind of a combination of Black Hawk and Johnny Cloud, kind of a combo with that, because his aces that he's with all have personalities and certain characteristics that make them different. Just like DC's war titles and Marvel's Sergeant Fury guys, you got Commandos. That's a pretty cool book.
That is.
Best of the West, number 4, got a straight arrow story in it.
Nice.
Signed by Dick Ayers, the
Real
Ghost Rider. Signed by Dick Ayers, but got a straight arrow, and it's a new feature. They didn't reprint any of these in the Best of the West, at least from what I've seen. I haven't read all the straight arrows. I don't have them all. Wish I did. Tonto number 16.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
And Steve, that's the one lead paint was hoping one of us had.
There you go,
That
Lead
is
Paint.
great. Yeah.
And look at the look on Tonto's face.
That's an awesome cover.
That guy's done for.
Yeah.
That guy's
I
done
think he
for.
knows it too. Look at the look in his eye.
Yeah.
I think he was. It looks like he's trying to ask him, "Are you going to shoot me with a silver bullet?" And Tonto says, "What white man thinks? Silver bullet don't grow on tumbleweed."
Yeah, that's number 16. This is a nice one too. Number 24. I love the depiction of him on this cover.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Number 24. Man,
Those
I
are
tell you,
Outstanding shape, Steve. Those are great.
oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. This has got a little bit of cover mark. But here's Tonto number 17. A little bit of writing on the cover, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I'm glad that character got his own comic book.
oh yeah, it's such a cool comic too.
Yeah.
Honest and Enemy, Straight Arrows. I'll show a couple of them, then we'll go to someone else. That's all I really have left is a bunch of Straight Arrows.
All right.
Here's Straight Arrow number 1. Kind of
Wow.
dirty cover.
That's
I can get that cleaned up, but I don't worry about it. But first issue. These are tough books.
It's a cool
1950.
it's a cool logo too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
1951.
Those artists had to spend a lot of time on drawing those horses.
Oh yeah, Fred Mager. That's how you pronounce his name. Was the artist on that?
Yeah.
Am I right, Jambo?
Yeah, he did a lot of the covers. Yes.
Yeah. Here's number 2.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the radio show is fun. I mean, if y'all like old time radio, try and find them around. I think they're on YouTube. I think you can listen to them on YouTube, but they're pretty fun. I got some more stuff left, so go to someone else. So I've got maybe about 10 books left.
Okay. Well, let's see. Hello,
Okay,
Eric. How are you
darling.
doing?
Gratu says he's picking up pizza. He'll be home soon. Okay, darling.
I hope you're getting enough for all of us.
Yeah.
And no anchovies.
Yeah.
No anchovies. I don't like anchovies either.
He's 7.5 hours away from me. It's going to be cold. So, and Paulo, who knows when he'll get his? So,
I mean, if he comes by boat, it's going to be 2 weeks.
yeah.
Watch that cheese, Paulo, when you eat that.
Well, Eric, how you doing there?
I'm doing all right. Another adventure in Burger King's drive-through.
Yeah, what happened there?
Well, I cut the time down to 15 minutes, down from 20 last week. I ordered 2 sandwiches, identical. I didn't get 2 identical sandwiches. I appreciate nobody's got staff now, blah, 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 but how hard is it to make 2 identical sandwiches?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably making $15 an hour too.
Wasn't Burger King the one that had the motto "Have it your way"?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Well, they apparently they changed it to have it. You'll have it our way
or
and
how you
like
get
it.
Or the highway, right?
Yeah,
Dr.
our way or
Silverage,
the
you lost
highway.
the hat. I like that. That was a cool hat.
I get that's got it right here, but it gets hot under these lights.
Oh, okay.
You look like
Very
Mike
cool.
Grell.
Yeah.
Like who?
Michael Grell. Mike Grell, the comic artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
with the-
with this hat, I actually won a what do they call them? A Halloween costume thing. I got $75 going as Garth Brooks. So,
Nice.
All right.
of course, that was a long time ago when the color of the hair was a little different.
It's not.
Back to you, Mr. Breen.
Rhonda brought out the good luck charm tonight. I'm hoping
All right.
anyway. That's
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
Yeah, we need it because we're only a game up on Toronto.
yeah, well, half game on Seattle, and honestly, I'm so fed up with the Red Sox that I'm kind of rooting for Seattle now.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
longest
Say it
drought.
so.
That's just, it's almost like they don't deserve it this year. It's like if you can't go to Baltimore and kick them around when you desperately need it. I mean, yeah,
That's true.
the weekend was bad enough.
Hmm.
And of course, Cole's getting his teeth kicked down his throat tonight. So, because of course he is.
Ouch.
But as far as books, I said I've got nothing.
Oh,
What things I've hanging around with you guys, has given me an appreciation for stuff like this. The problem is, I haven't had time to go get any of it yet. So
You
I'm
got
just here
any
to ooh and
Washington
ah.
Redskin stuff?
Probably a Sports Illustrated cover somewhere, but
They had some Ranger
I was
stuff
making
at
a joke.
Comic World. Eric. Last
Well,
time I was in there, they had a few of them.
thought I'd save those for you.
I'll be up there to get them soon.
Yeah, I said, if I should have gone and grabbed a bunch of the straight arrows and stuff like that we still have at the store. I wasn't thinking. That surprises no one that knows me. But that's it's more time for guys with better stuff to show theirs.
I would have picked those up right away. Straight arrow at the store there.
Oh well, they even after I marked them down, they were pretty expensive.
Really?
So
Well,
I mean, I should have brought them just to show, but then again, Steve has most of them. He has better ones than our store has. So it's
Well, I'll show my Scalp Hunter, so then we'll run to Dr. Silver Age. I'm going to start with number 33, even though it's not a Scalp Hunter. It's a Jonah Hex, but it's got a great Native American Indian cover there. And Jonah's grabbed one of their tomahawks. But now we'll go to number 39. This is the beginning of Scalp Hunter. And it's a really great series. And characters created by Sergio Aragones. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And here's number 40. They go all the way up to 70. And, of course, Jonah Hex goes and gets his own book. But this is a very good little run. It's not too too much out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to
that's
get a reasonable.
Very cool.
That's 42. 43. Now he time-wise he starts off kind of an awkward time, but then I think the writer changes, and it's from that point on. It's 1862. Civil War is going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these interiors are by Dick Ayers. So in the 60s, he did a lot of Sergeant Fury. In the 70s, he's doing Scalp Hunter. They have Batlash show up with a Gatling gun.
No, I like Batlash. Yeah, that's cool.
That's a nice cover. I love that cover.
And they weren't shying away from certain subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very good series. 48.
Great cover on that. A little perspective.
I didn't get this one rebagged in time.
Cinnamon, let me in. Remember that song?
Oh, sing a few bars. Oh, they're trying to hang him.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hanging the cover.
Number 52. And one of my favorites. There he is with Lincoln.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Abraham Lincoln, yeah.
Who
Well,
won?
I don't think Abe Lincoln is no match for the Indian, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know. He was a railroad splitter.
Well,
He used to wrestle too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe so. A lot of cool covers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Roosevelt liked to wrestle. It'd be nice to see Lincoln versus Teddy. Yeah, so if you guys don't have Weird Western Tales 39 through 70, great snake cover here.
That was a great series, Weird Western Tales. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have all the Jonah Hex, but if one of you guys does, I'd like to see that sometime.
What the first appearance?
First 38.
Yeah, I have that back here.
Aye.
Wow, look at that.
Neat.
That is something.
Dramatic, very dramatic.
That's a good cover. Yeah, very good.
Hang in there, guys. Almost done.
No, this is great. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
You can start over when you're done.
I like all those. Guys.
Oh, there you go.
Did he just shoot part of his pinky off? Or am I seeing things? Oh no, okay, it's bent back. It's
Yeah.
I thought he shot it off.
Just barely.
What I don't understand is they're so very close, and the bad guy doesn't shoot Scalp Hunter.
Well, giving him a fair shot.
A fair shot.
Like they do in the movies, you know.
Yeah.
I'll let you throw the first punch. Never say that in a fight.
Firing squad.
Mm.
That is 64. Approaching the end. There's a good horse or Saguilla.
Must not be afraid of flying.
There we go.
Nice. I love the colors on that.
Uh-huh.
Here's some wolves or coyotes. There we go. Looks like the last three.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, look at that hot coal.
Yeah, go through the hot coal on them.
That's gonna hurt.
Nice.
Oh man.
So in the last one I showed to Steve on Sunday, they when you have ice tongs and a guy's coming at you, you can use those to disarm the guy.
And
So this would be the last issue, and
Very cool.
of course, some people tell me that DC brought him back, but I don't pay any attention because that happened after 1993.
I gotta run upstairs for a minute, fellas.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back.
All right, sir.
Well, they're not going to bring him back a second time. I can assure you of that.
I guess not. Try to get caught up on these texts. They started flying in when I went to full screen. No Cheyenne Kid?
Yeah, I got some. Thanks, Anthony.
Dominic, yes. It's issue number 39 through 70. But as somebody, I think it was a Silver Age showed, he appeared in the last Jonah Hex.
Oh, yeah. Frank.
I don't have that, so
See you, Mr. Rigor Mortis.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Johnny Rivers. All right. Well, Doctor, would you I had him hold off on showing his Scalp Hunter till I showed mine. So
I think I'm gonna forego the Scalp Hunters, and I'm gonna move to Tomahawk.
well, that's up to you. They don't mind repeats.
And let's see
Those
here. I
were
just want to
excellent.
make sure I got them in order. I just picked out a few of them. There was quite a few, with a lot of American, Native Americans on the covers and stuff. A lot of it was the stereotypical, cowboy bad guy. I mean, cowboy Indian thing. But I pulled out some covers that I like. This first one here is one of my all-time favorite covers. It's probably my third favorite cover behind Silver Surfer #4 and the Hulk King Size Special 1. And this is Tomahawk 121, and it's a cover done by Neil Adams.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
It's just an incredible cover.
Very cool.
And I think all four of these are done by Neil Adams. This is 123, where he's getting ready to be drawn and quartered, pulled apart, something.
Ouch.
There is 124, another really good cover.
Oh, that's great.
That is really cool. And this is 125. And then the Tomahawk series with 131 switched to, it kind of jumped ahead in time to feature Tomahawk's son. Tomahawk had married a Native American woman, and I can't remember what her name. It was Moon something, I think. I can't remember what her full name was. But they started taking up the stories when his kid was a little bit older. Like, I don't know if he was like teenager type or maybe a little bit later than that. But this was 131, and it starts with the son of Tomahawk. So he was what they used to call a half-breed. And they did some great covers with those. There is number 132.
Do you have 133?
I believe I do.
Well, good. Anthony here is telling us the Scalp Hunter will make an appearance.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it's that Scalp Hunter, but that's what it says right on the cover.
That's cool.
In fact, I got two of those. And then let's see. This is 134 with Tomahawk on there as well. I got two of those. 135. $136.
Oh, that's cool. I love the image in the red. That's awesome.
Yeah, they did a real good job.
That's very cool.
And this one's got a little bear on the cover. Not so little, actually. It's 137.
Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah. Excellent. I showed that, and Jambo wanted the girl there.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Nice Indian paw there, yeah.
And this is 138. This is another good, cool cover.
That's very cool.
This is 139. And the final issue, 140.
Lead Paint's asking you, did you pick those up when you were younger?
Yeah, no, I picked most of these up probably in the 80s, which is where I did the bulk of my bronze and silver. I do have some bronze that I picked up. I got a lot of my bronze that I picked up off of racks, but this was a series I never saw around here. So yeah, I picked them up aftermarket. So
Okay.
alrighty, so we'll hand it off to the next one. Tag them in.
We better get to you so you can get to bed soon.
Let's get some more French action.
If you say so. There it is.
And here we are. Sorry about the size of this one. This is from Jerry Spring, which is the first French Western with a more serious theme. The creator is called Gigi, who started working for Spirou magazine. He's one of the, like Yakari creator, Derib is one of the few artists in French comics who could draw in both humorous and serious style. This is Fort Redstone, another book further down the series. A few months after this one, Gigi had a new apprentice called Jean Giraud, who would later become better known as Mobius.
Aha.
Okay, this is from a series by Hans Kress, Les Peaux Rouges, the Redskins.
Amazing covers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these were published in France a few years after coming out in Germany. This one is more recent, an adaptation of The Last of the Mohicans.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
Very cool.
And it was done by a more indie artist by a small publishing house.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they wouldn't publish something like this in the big houses, but it's easier to find stuff like that in the indie press.
Mm-hmm.
They're still albums, the same size as the other ones, and you can buy them in bookstores. And now we're going to the most famous of French Western series, Blueberry.
Oh, I love Blueberry. That's the only thing I've read by Mobius Western wise.
Yeah, Blueberry was created by writer Jean-Michel Charlier after spending a couple of years in the American West in the 1950s. The first album came out in 1962, wow. and it was Gigi who recommended Jean Giraud to Charlier, and that's how he became famous. This one, Nez Cassé, Broken Nose.
Ah, love Blueberry.
Another one, the Long March. I think that these are part of a cycle. Blueberry books are usually published in cycles. They publish about 3 or 4 in 3 years. Then they spend a couple of years where they don't put anything out. There's another one, The Phantom Tribe, and it kind of helps that you have this contrast. It's the Phantom Tribe, and you can't really tell the features of the characters. This one was a few years later, and here you can tell that Giraud is already adapting to his Mobius style, even with the westerns. And now another famous series, this one by Derib, the Yakari creator, but here he is writing as well. Buddy Longway, he was a fur trapper. So a lot of stories feature Native Americans.
That's very cool. Great subject matter too, fur trapping.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I was talking about Yakari, I talked about the details in the animals, and you can see this horse. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Another one here. This would be in a
wow.
in a sweat lodge, I think. The Last Rendezvous is this one, and another one, Stray Bullet.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it get the paintings get progressively better. The not finer, they become coarser, but it makes for a better impact on the reader. And another buddy long way. I think we're missing some women in these covers, and they finally have one. I think Buddy Longway. I'm not sure. Buddy Longway was married to a Native American, and that's why they're here. Okay, and that's 24. So I still have another 6 to show, but I'll save them for a little later, especially because we've got some material from Italian artists there.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I see the good captain is back. Are you ready to go another round?
Yeah. Did I show this? I think I showed this already, didn't I?
Yeah.
Early on, the White Rider. It's just great detail there, but I was noticing all the beautiful paintings that were on those covers that Paolo showed. That was a more accurate representation to me of the Native American Indian. This is Daring Adventures from 1964.
Huh.
It almost seems like a pre-code, but
Huh.
I think that was a reprint company,
yeah.
wasn't it?
What's that?
I think Super was a reprint company.
Yeah, basically super quality. I don't know.
Super Comics was one of Israel Waldman's attempts at doing rip-off comics.
I wonder if this is what I'm thinking of. This is in this issue. It gets pretty violent. I don't want to go through the whole thing here, but I think they kill a dog in this issue, and there's some other stuff going on. Torture. I can't find the page right now, but anyway, here's some of the artwork. You might be right. It could be reprint.
They really kill a dog?
Yeah, there's. If I could just find a damn thing. Maybe I should look. I'll look for this when somebody else is up. I don't want to waste too much time looking for something that might not even be there.
Sure.
Here's the Ghost Rider, number 6, 1967.
Great. Yeah.
I like the way he chops that tree with a karate chop.
Yeah.
Termites.
I think I showed this once before. Cowgirl.
Wow. Yeah.
So I don't know what the. Yeah, it's pre-code though. Definitely pre-code. Or else you wouldn't be seeing this, you know.
Yeah.
And Cow Puncher. Actually,
that's awesome.
This doesn't have any Indians represented on the cover, but I pulled it out anyway.
She has a buckskin skirt on.
This is a Joe Manley cover. It's really got a lot of detail on it.
Yeah.
The Wrath of the Redskin. You know, I wonder what it would have been like, you know, if Matt Baker and Joe Manley had not died, you know, when they did, 58 and 59. Yeah. They would have changed Marvel, I think, completely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jack may have never come back.
Yeah. Yes, Stan wouldn't have had the room for him.
Right.
Indians number 1.
Well, that's cool. Great cover. Who did that cover, Cap? Do you know?
No, I don't. I didn't see anything in the Grand Comics database, and they didn't write anything
Wow.
on the label either. So I don't think anybody knows. But it's the first appearance of what's that? The White Indian.
Manzar, yeah.
Yeah, I have to run up occasionally. I think I had a bout of food poisoning or something, but it's okay. Now I've been taking this activated charcoal. That works really well in absorbing any bacteria in the stomach.
Wow.
I hope you get better.
Yeah, I learned that from reading comic books. An old American Indian recipe. Red Rider.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Red Rider's awesome.
That's a great cover.
Then Longbow. I didn't rebag this yet, and I don't know who does the cover. Number 2.
Boy, that was cool.
The Gunsmoke Trail. It's got some writing on the cover. Comes from the what does it say? James Corbett. James Corbett collection.
Wow.
And Lone Rider.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
It's number 9 from 1952. Kit Carson fights the Comanche Raiders. It's actually just called Kit Carson, I believe. I showed this once before, and somebody commented that he would love to be this old guy.
I wonder who that was.
It was probably you.
No. It could have been, but it wasn't.
And then here's a Charlton comic, The Cheyenne Kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that issue.
Nice cover.
Yeah, pretty cool cover.
There it shows you a
Getting off
woman.
Couple
Just
of
as
good
important
shots there.
as anyone else there. Western Comics number 22. And here is a Gunsmoke Western. $80. That's not what I paid for it, but
81.
no. I think I probably paid half that price. I think is there some significance to this because of the high price? There must be.
What's the number?
32.
What was it? Gunsmoke Western?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like it's from the mid 50s or something there. 1950.
Jackson?
1955.
And Jackson, I don't have this issue. Maybe Silver Age does or something. I don't know.
And I got a few more. I got a straight arrow over here too, and some stuff. I guess I'll show these three, and then I'll let somebody else go, and then I'll save the rest,
All right.
later. These are Prize Comics Western with giant Severin covers.
Wow.
I think this is a beautiful rendition of. Well, he's actually a white Indian, but
Yeah. Those don't make it down to my neck of the woods.
Yeah. The hen's
John
teeth.
Severin. This comes from this collection here. I don't know what that. When I bought it, I didn't even realize this. This came with it, and I said, who the hell is that? I just wanted the book. It was a really real nice book, and there's another John Severin cover. He did work for EC too, not just Marie Severin. John Severin did those war comics for EC.
Frontline combat
Frontline Combat and Weird War Tales, I think.
or Two-Fisted Tales.
Yeah,
Two-Fisted Tales, exactly, right.
Hey, Cat, what was that? That was number 32 of Gunsmoke Western?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got Matt Baker artwork in it.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Matt Baker and Drucker art in that. And it's the first of the series from Western Tales of the Black Rider.
Oh.
So you're picking that up. That's actually the first issue of that series.
Now, where's the Matt Baker artwork? What story?
Doesn't say this is Baker and Drucker.
That's not Matt Baker.
Well, I'll tell you what, while you're determining that, I'll run to, what do you want, Jambo?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then Steve.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Beautiful. What issue is that?
Oh, Jambo, your mic is on, or your
Off. Yeah.
This is number 11. Cap
11?
Dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. And for you, Micah, I know you like Daniel Lee.
hey, yeah. He better turn around.
He might lose his coonskin cap.
Yep.
Another one.
Whoa.
Avon book.
I used to love that TV series.
Yeah. What was it? Fess Parker?
Yeah. That and Davy Crockett. He starred in that too.
Oh, no, I got to get that.
That's beautiful.
19.
One day I'll go to the spot and I'll film it and I'll show you guys where Wild Bill shot somebody. They've got it marked here where I live.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. Little Wild Bill.
I'd reenact it, but the town officials don't like that so much.
Another Wild Bill. Wild Bill Pecos. It's like he's stealing the girl and the wagon.
Some titles were just clunky. Wild Bill Pecos the Westerner.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's a photo cover, but it's from Hondo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, my goodness.
This is one of my dad's favorite movies, Hondo.
John
So being
Wayne.
nice and giving him back his hat there, you know. So
That was in
I hope you
3D.
guys- Yeah, that was right after he fought one of these guys. I think the guy behind him there, right before it, he'd be right before he fought him. I was trying to find some more of these, and I didn't find too many of them. I don't think I've got a whole lot, but
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Very nice.
along the wide Missouri.
Technically, he's riding shotgun, but it's not really a shotgun.
This one.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Masked Ranger. That's a great cover.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It almost looked like a Frank Frazetta, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I like that. It was from Premier magazines.
Masked Ranger. The back top, great cover.
This one's a little chewed at the top, but Lone Rider #4.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. Yeah, that's a neat book. I always love the full masks like that. I always like that.
Yeah, see, they had COVID back then too.
Well, he's the new governor of New York's great grandfather.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a nice close up.
Yeah.
Boy, it is.
Yeah, I love the full masks.
It's number 19. Lone Rider did a lot of Indian fighting. It seemed like almost every cover had him fighting a Native American on it. There's a Red Rider with.
Nice.
I like the early ones of these. I think it was before 30,
Mm-hmm.
30 down or something like that. They had other stuff in the comic also. You got like
Alley-oop.
the Royal
Yeah.
Hunted,
Yeah.
Captain Daisy, Alley-oop, Freckles. Fighting
Who does the
Yanks.
cover? I can't read that.
Fred Harmon, I think is the
Yeah.
guy's name. He did a lot of those.
Okay.
Very cool. I'll let somebody else go. I've got
All
a
right,
few
Steve.
more, but
We'll run to Charlton
Okay.
66.
Since Anthony Perdue brought up Cheyenne Kid, I had a couple here. One of my favorite covers is a Luis Dominguez cover, and it's just phenomenal cover.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the condition of that book.
Cool.
That is a
That's
high
nice.
grade puppy right there.
Thank you.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Luis Dominguez is phenomenal. He did another cover, which I'm going to show. It's almost similar to this one, not as eerie. I like the shadow on the face of the Indian chief. Kind of cool.
It looks like he's giving him the evil eye there.
Yeah, number 62 from 67. And Cap already showed this Cheyenne Kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I showed this one. Here's another great Luis Dominguez cover. This is number 64 from 67.
Wow.
It's called A Little Chief. It's just really good. Nice splash page there.
Yeah, that book is in nice shape.
Oh, thank you. And I just pulled some of my favorites from the run. This is a pretty cool San Joaquin cover on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
I don't know. I'm like you, Cap. I do research. I don't know what happened to him. There's another great Kim cover on Cheyenne Kid number 98.
Oh yeah. Colors are perfect on that one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book.
They blend in perfectly.
And I think this is Warren Sattler. I think did this cover. But what's funny is there's an arrow in his hat. You can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Go get his attention there, you know.
Talk about your close calls.
Yeah, that little arrow in his hat's pretty funny. Jambo showed this straight out number 3.
Yeah.
Now I got
Yours is way prettier.
I don't know, I got these spots right here and right there. They bug me, but other than that, it's a pretty clean copy.
That's nice.
Yes. But the colors are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Straight arrow number 5.
Wow.
Nice.
Hmm.
And here's the Frazetta cover on number 22.
That one's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I like the blue in the background.
It's really hardcore. Yeah, he's getting ready to
Oh yeah.
tomahawk the kid there.
Yeah.
Colors are nice and bright.
Wow.
Man,
This is pretty vicious
awesome.
too. He's getting ready to steal his horse.
what? Man,
This is number 28.
Mm.
This is a pretty got a cool date stamp on this. And it's number 39. Got a lot of activity on this cover.
yeah.
Mm.
And a good old date stamp.
That's pretty nice too. It's a lot of those had white covers and they're
Yeah.
hard to get in good shape.
Yep. You're right. You're right. And some of these, like this has pencil writing on it. Linda Cord. It looks like her name on there. Linda Cord in pencil. But it's such a great cover.
That is awesome.
Jumping into the fray.
That's cool.
You don't see Indians fighting with a shield too often.
No, you're right. Last but not least, I think Jambo showed this one as well. Great Western number 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That is neat.
love those stagecoaches.
Yeah.
The guy's getting one of the drivers is getting shot on there.
Yeah.
If you look at it,
Yeah. You're right.
stop the bullet.
Yep. Yeah, and it's got a straight arrow story in this and Red Hawk, which I never seen a Red Hawk comic book. I don't know if they exist or not. I didn't look it up in the guide. But got a Red Hawk feature in this. Again, as Jumbo mentioned, a great Frank Bull cover. That's all that I brought out for tonight.
We better run to the doctor here because he'll need to turn in, and then Paulo may need to run off too. So,
Good old Ruddy.
Okie doke. Well, I pulled some, let's see, we got some Western gunfighters. Start with number 2, and I have the Apache Kid stories. You know, I don't know if you can see down here,
Very
oh
cool.
yeah.
but I love this. Love the square bounds. But so I just
Oh yeah.
pulled a bunch of those. Some more with the Apache Kid in it. This is number 3. Number 5. Number 6.
Gunhawk.
Number 7. And number 9, we got a big nice picture on the side here.
Oh, that's such a great cover.
I got to ramp up my Western comics collection.
And then to round it out, I pulled some Johnny Cloud from All American Men of War.
Nice.
I got 117.
That's one book I've never collected. I need to do that. That's awesome.
I think I got them backwards here. There's 115.
Uh-huh.
What a great cover.
Yeah.
We jump way back to, let's see, 97.
Hmm.
103.
Great cover.
Yeah, that one's a cool one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Here's another good one. This is 105. It's kind of beat up, though. She's got a corner missing over here. But
Hey,
You can read it.
that's it.
Yeah, man.
So, and we got number 106.
Ooh, love the freaking close up. That's nice.
And last but not least, we got 111. A
Wow.
little like triptych picture there. So that's what I got.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well done.
And I
like
do
the
have to
background.
hit the trail. Morning will be here long before I want it to be.
Yeah.
So always great to hang out with you guys. Everybody has some awesome books, man. I saw some stuff I'd never seen before. It's always fun. I really like it. So thanks for letting me hang out with you guys again.
Sure.
Hey,
All right.
Rod, thanks for being here, Rod.
Until next week.
Adios, doctor.
All right, guys.
Take care, buddy.
Adios, amigo.
Safe trip to your bed.
Happy trails to you.
Well, in
Well.
the Lucky Luke cartoon, even in French, they would sing the "I'm a poor lonesome cowboy" when Lucky Luke would head off into the sunset.
Well, if
Okay,
you're gonna,
Yeah, let's do the final share. The last 6 images I have here. And here we are. Okay. So this is from the series Comanche. Comanche does not refers to the white hero, not to the Native American tribe. The Warriors of Despair. This was a more hardcore series when compared to Blueberry. Blueberry was serious enough, but writer Herman and the artist Greg, they were not afraid to show extreme violence, as this cover suggests. Rebel Fury. I only chose 2. Oh, sorry about that. Oh well. Now an Italian creator, Topi. The Redstone Pipe, Le Calumet de Pierre Rouge, and Topi is more of a conceptual artist. So it's not a traditional Western here. This is part of a collection of his greatest works.
cool.
Number 28, Indian Summer, written by Hugo Pratt, creator of Corto Maltese,
Yeah.
and with art by his protege, Milo Manara.
Can you translate one?
Un été indien, an Indian summer.
Okay.
This is from a less well-known series, also by Derib. The series is called Celui qui est né deux fois, He Who Was Born Twice. And this was the third album, L'Arbre de Vie, the Tree of Life. Now, the first three albums of this series feature this character, He Who Was Born Twice, and they're set in the Old West. But from the fourth album, the series was moved to the present, and it was renamed Red Road. And that is it for my French lesson. But as you can see, the Europeans love Westerns, and even throughout the 80s and 90s, and even now, there's still new Westerns coming out. And they always want to be as realistic as possible. None of the things that we saw in the 1950s and 60s movies. Going really hardcore. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to show some actual books that I actually own. Okay, so here's a biography of Geronimo, the Last Apache.
Oh, very
This
cool.
this is published by Moonstone. The art is by Animal Man artist Chaz Trog. So it's in a different style than it did in Animal Man.
Mm-hmm. Moonstone always has these little gems like that. They pop out.
Yeah. When I saw this, this looks interesting. So here it goes.
They did some Phantom stuff and some Kolchak stuff that were pretty good.
Yeah, I have one Kolchak trade paperback.
Yeah.
Now, is it still a Western if it's set in an alternate future? This is
Scout. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Scout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, they only did this first volume of this series. Dynamite did this one reprints the first 8 issues.
Sci-fi Western.
Yeah, and they didn't do any more. And my final one, this is a bit odd, but
I like
Columbus, Admiral of the Ocean Sea, and this is when he arrived in Hispaniola.
Ah.
So it features Caribbean Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, of course, way before anything would be considered a Western. Yeah. This is as a different style here, but I think this is supposed to be educational because it's kind of made for kids, but there are naked characters. Still, to European audience, it wouldn't matter. The writer and artist is called Enzo Marchiante.
It was done in color, right?
Yeah, it was done in color. I think
was to attract make it more attractive for a younger audience.
Yes, I suppose this may have been distributed in schools, which this illustrative style is something that I usually see in professional commercial artists who are really not that interested in drawing comics, but know how to do it if they have to. And that is it. So I am also going to bed.
Okay.
And well, it was fun. It was fun doing this themed compilation. Allowed me to go over some things that I had forgotten.
Yeah.
Indian Ghost
for the education.
They were great, and like I said earlier, I now want a copy of.
Yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the Comanche series is available in English right now, so those should be easy to pick up. Jerry Spring, no. Even in French, you have to go after you have to go after either the original albums wherever they are, or the Antagal editions. And Blueberry, they are available when they are available.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure who has the rights for Blueberry right now in the English speaking world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is it. Thank you for having me once again, and I will be back with more foreign stuff.
Fantastic.
Next
Great
week.
stuff, Paulo.
Take care.
Appreciate you.
Always interesting, man.
Good night, Paulo.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Have a good night, sir.
So earlier in the chat, Jackson asked about Adventures into the Unknown 128, and so I have tried to find that. So he says I basically will like it. So it's Ghost Indian. So pretty cool.
It's like
Yeah,
a
that's neat.
poltergeist, right? That's what
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Guy's about to get scalped
Hmm.
by a ghost.
He should have rented.
Yeah. Jackson, if we can, we'll try to find. We'll do requests. So. All right, Kratu is having a little technical difficulty, but he'll join us shortly. And I can show stuff unless one of you guys is just itching to go.
Yeah, let me. Remember, I was showing you this.
Oh yeah.
I thought it had a. I thought I recall that there was a dog being killed in here, but I was mistaken, and I was thinking of the title of this story here. I haven't read this for such a long time. It's Mad Dog Killer.
Ah,
But this is pretty freaking violent, man. I don't think I've seen a more violent book, and this is man, it's got to be shit. I don't know. I don't even know what the year is on that, but take a look at that.
hmm.
Panel after panel, man. It's just and there's blood everywhere. There's blood poured out of the guy's mouth. Here's a guy, he gets shot right in the mouth. The blood's pouring out of his mouth.
Wow.
And guy got shot in the head over here. My finger is right there.
Cow.
A lot of violence in this thing, and I pulled it out because it's got a
Yeah.
American Indian cover on there. But anyway, somebody was showing that guy with an arrow in his hat.
Yeah.
That was funny. Here, but look at this. I made me think of this one. This is another Severin cover, and you got an Indian with an arrow in his head there.
Bonnet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another John Severin cover. It's so great.
Yeah.
I want you to see Jambo's screen for a second. He's
Yeah, his.
Oh
is
yeah, look at there. There you go.
cool. Those kids.
Yeah. Two minds think alike.
We got good taste. That's
Yes.
all. Yeah, and I guess they were saying there was Matt Baker artwork in here, and it's the first issue of the Gunsmoke Western series, I guess. That barbed wire. Let me find the Matt Baker artwork. Sundown at Sunup. This is supposed to be the Matt Baker artwork.
Is that an Atlas book, Captain?
A what?
Atlas?
No, it's is it? Yeah, well, Marvel Atlas, Gunsmoke Western.
So
It,
Baker was over at Marvel for a brief time, I guess. And
this does not really impress me as Matt Baker artwork. I mean, I can see it, but it doesn't pop out at me as Matt Baker artwork because I'm so used to looking at all the beautiful women that he draws all the time.
maybe he had someone else inking it or something.
Yeah, probably did. John Severin, by the way, I think is on the cover of this. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's him. Again, John Severin on the cover. Then this is the first print of the Oregon Trail.
Nice.
Just beautiful. Way that
Very nice.
beautiful rendition.
Yeah.
Then I got
Just a second, and
okay.
I'll show them the painted cover for that one.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Oregon Trail.
Very cool.
We'll head right back to you.
I know I got 3 more here. And then I think that's all what I got. So,
Does anyone have the Last of the Mohicans in classics?
yeah, I think I have that, but I couldn't find everything.
I couldn't find mine either. That's what
I don't have
I've got.
Yeah.
I've got them all. I just didn't pull everything.
Oh, there you go.
I figured we'd be loaded.
Wild Bill
Nice.
Pecos.
Yeah.
Who showed this? Somebody else
Yeah,
did.
well,
Jambo.
Yeah, yours is a lot better though.
Yeah, I got some that might be better, and then I got a lot more that are worse than what you guys showed. So
Just means they were well loved and well read.
yeah, Sid Shores.
Yes.
Then let somebody else show this book, Straight Arrow
not that issue.
38.
No, that's gorgeous.
Wow.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
Love that book.
And we're at Papoose. Then I got another Wild Bill, 1951. I think issue number 40.
Yeah. Some bondage on the cover there, Captain.
Yeah, that's Gabby Hayes. It looks
Got a
like.
Gabby tied up.
That's really Gabby?
No,
It looks
I don't know.
Oh,
It just kind of looks like him, So that's what I called him.
That's
I think
that's
Pecos
about all
Bill.
I got.
Pecos Bill would sound better than Bill Pecos, right?
Yeah, Wild Bill Pecos. Pecos Bill. Wasn't there a Pecos Bill?
I think there was a real person, right? Pecos Bill?
No, I think he was.
Was he fictional?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he can like tame tornadoes and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the Super Friends, and remember their Native American guy they had help them out sometimes.
Apache Chief.
Yes. I was trying to remember his name.
Yeah, good old Apache Chief.
Well, I think, unfortunately, that's all what I got here.
Okay.
I might have some other stuff laying around, but I'll have to check it.
I'll show a few more of those classics illustrated. Here's Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
That's a good cover. Yeah.
And The Conspiracy of Pontiac.
Ah.
So if you look closely in the background, you see a map.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And going to bring in Gratu for a second.
Gratu.
Holy Semi-Arkoff. It's Gratu Orloff.
Here's an Indian on a two-gun kid.
Oh, he's
Oh, I could
huge.
get that.
Jesus.
Guy looks
He's
like Godzilla.
He's a
That's
giant.
awesome. He's crushing that rifle in his other hand.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's Jack Kirby.
I was going to ask if that was Kirby or Dick Ayers.
I think it's both.
Probably is both.
Yep.
Yeah. I know he inked over Kirby some.
I teased some of these on Sunday with Steve, so and the siege of Fort Duckburg.
Looks
That's
like
awesome. Look at the
Donald
big
took an
old-
arrow to the hat too.
Another
Yeah,
arrow in there.
Very
Arrow to the hat.
dangerous. And
Who are
last-
the Beagle Boys surrendering to on that cover?
They weren't surrendering to anybody.
They were attacking. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were on. Okay, when I
No.
first looked, I thought they were on their knees. I didn't see the guns.
And lastly, the boys are going to be in big trouble.
That tire is flat.
Yes.
And we'll welcome Gratu in.
Oh, I can finally see myself. I saw a black square the last time. So everything seems to be going wrong technically here. I don't have much to show, but let's see. I've got this. This was donated. There was a pile of comics that was just given to the store, and they just gave it to me. It's because it was all stuff that was like up my alley. This is a Del Turok, Son of Stone. It's in terrible condition, but
It's readable. That's all that
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah. I mean,
Still a great cover.
Yeah.
nice
there's
reader
no
copy.
there's no dinosaur on the cover. I'm just noticing. I've got tons of Turoks. They're buried in a box here, but
I think that was our first Turok. I didn't think to grab any.
No.
yeah, I mean, well, we all know what Turok looks like. It's not that exotic. I mean, because we grew up with it like everywhere. This is
Well, that's cool.
Gee.
it's also in awful condition, but
He's fighting the Toltecs. That's cool.
yeah, I mean, the cover looks like a movie poster. And then
Weren't you talking about this in one of your videos? Somebody left a box outside the store. Didn't you? Weren't you talking about that?
yeah, and there was other stuff in it, like an issue of cartoons and an issue of Cracked, and
Uh-huh.
just it was almost like stuff I'd been talking about recently. It was almost like it was
Oh, wow.
intentional, but I don't know. The artwork inside though is like a very, it's like it was almost done by a robot.
It's like a Charlton book.
Yeah, it almost looks kind of worse.
Tony Tellerico?
No,
That's
I
the beginning of your existence, Cap.
Rico's time.
I know, because you hate that guy. You
I
just like his artwork.
Well, it started when I was like in 6th grade. There was a book on how to draw comics that was bought for me, and it was done by him. And I just remember thinking, I can draw better than this guy that's teaching me how to draw. So he'd start comic strips and then have you finish them. And I would finish them just horribly, just the most offensive, awful thing that would happen next. I turned into the most underground thing. I wish I could find that book. I've been searching for a couple of years trying to find that book. It's in a bookcase here somewhere, but
It sounds like me.
yeah, Tony Tellerico. But he did those. The only things he did that were really exceptional. Well, not really exceptional, but exceptional, like Plan 9 from Outer Space. Something that's bad enough to be remembered are the superhero Dracula and the superhero Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And then I think he illustrated the first
Those-
black comic or Western hero.
Lobo.
I think he did that illustration. Just
Oh.
not well, but he did some historic things, I guess. Here's a Cheyenne kid.
Oh, that's nice. San Ho Kim. Cool.
And yeah, the art is far superior in a Charlton to what we just saw.
yeah.
Um,
Well, those Dell
just
books
always-
that he did were pretty bad.
yeah.
Bad titles.
Love the ads. This ad here, where was it? This would be something to do, Graphic Man. Have you ever done a pastiche? You do your cover. I don't know if you've shown one today or not, but because haven't been able to see much yet. But have you ever done an advertisement instead of a cover? Because I was just thinking, tired of being skinny, and then have it at the bottom. It's a Taco Bell ad. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be funny to change
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that
just
would.
McDonald's ad. Tired of being skinny.
Just don't put my head in the bikini. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what's going on here? I just got this comic actually. Is she? I think she's from outer space. This comic went crazy, I guess.
Charlton, man, that's how they roll.
Okay, so there's a girl from outer space that's his love interest in that one. And then this is you were looking at Ghost Rider earlier. This has got a really great girl. I mean, that's great art.
Yeah.
You guys probably know the artist, but there's just something about that. That's wonderful art. That's just perfect.
I'd say that's probably Dick Ayers.
Yeah, Dick Ayers.
Well, he's perfect, man, because that's great. Just this is one of the greatest covers I've ever seen.
Dick Ayers' first professional work was with that Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel titled "The Funny Man."
Oh yeah.
1948. That was a weird. 10 years after Superman. Some clown with all sorts of gadgets that he uses to fight crime.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it the first Dick Ayers professional work?
It sounds familiar.
But and those books are pretty inexpensive. I don't think that they're that much money though. It didn't do that well, I guess, in sales.
That's when they lost the rights to Superman or something, and they were trying to come up with another character.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Have you guys been reading about the nephew of Steve Ditko going after Marvel?
Oh yeah, they want to cancel. They want the copyrights to Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, right before that big movie comes out, I guess at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he did create those characters almost 100%.
Right.
With the exception of personality that was put in by Stan Lee. And I mean, Stan Lee came up with a name, and if Steve Ditko's writing had been there, Spider-Man would have been a very dour, humorless guy, probably. It wouldn't be the wisecracking guy, I don't think. Now, I don't think that Steve Ditko was the way that people think of him, dour, but the way he writes his characters, I think a lot of the personality that was Stan Lee.
Well, they're seeing money. They're seeing plenty of green now that their their relative is dead. So
yeah. Well, someone was explaining, and it might have been on England Teen Show or somewhere where someone was explaining that's why they do all these things like introducing Miles Morales. It just as in case they lose the rights, they've got this other guy to bring in, and that's why they kept changing Superman and putting him in blue jeans and getting rid of the red underwear and making these changes enough that they could hold on to the character from because they already lost Superboy. They had to redo what Superboy is because the rights to that went to the family. Because
it'd be interesting to see what comes of this.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that this guy's going to win against Disney, but hopefully Disney will pay him off handsomely.
Yeah,
because
they should have given that money to Steve Ditko, but he wasn't after the money. So
yeah.
So when he died, he had his piles of his old artwork that he could have cashed in for well into six figures.
Millions of bucks.
I ran across a copy of What If, and it was what if Iron Man had been a traitor and it was like Steve Ditko art. It said it was just breakdowns by Steve Ditko, but it looked like a vintage Steve Ditko comic, and the Fantastic Four were in there. And but he you could tell he consciously did not put Spider-Man and Doctor Strange into that comic, because I guess he refused to ever draw those for Marvel, those two characters again. But he'd come in and draw other characters. But it looks like a cool comic. I haven't read it yet.
Well, Gratu, you asked about did you miss anything that I worked on? I didn't have anything. I couldn't come up with any ideas. But but as far as doing something behind me, the silhouette, I did that with a black spray paint can. So
wow,
pretty neat.
All you do is you just mask off an area, spray it real good, and then pull the tape back, and then give it one little mist. So, does Jambo have any more books to show?
Yeah, I got a few.
All right, cool.
Showed this on the intro. Kind of a controversial.
Yeah.
There with Lois getting stoned the hard way. And somebody showed this one already, but I only had this Red Wolf. I don't have any of the others. I was trying to remember his wolf's name. Does anybody remember Red Wolf's pet wolf's name?
Oh. I never really got into that character that much at all.
There he is with Tigra.
Tigra? Or do you say Tigra?
I say Tigra. It's probably
Tigra,
but yeah.
Tigra.
I always said Tigra because she has tiger stripes. So. One more.
Where's Wonder Woman?
Be there to save the day, right? And here's another.
Over his right shoulder.
Best of the West, #1.
Yeah, look at that.
Copy, but straight arrow. There.
Oh yeah, Best of the West. There you go. Nice.
And I had a couple of these, so I thought I'd show them. Old Chief Wahoo. I've shown them before. He's always trying to get this turkey. It's always somewhere really silly. 148. Trying to coax him out of a hole in the ground there.
Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving.
And I got one more. It's another bill. It's a Pawnee bill.
That's
yeah.
Wow.
Bat Masterson and Wyatt Earp.
Mm-hmm. Massacre at Devil's Gulch. That's it. That's all I got.
Good stuff.
Arrow in the quiver.
For lead paint, I pulled out a couple of Tonto.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Nice rendition of the buffalo and the horse.
Oh, look at that.
Those painted covers are fantastic.
Yep.
And this one, the story ends. You go black and white, and the back cover finishes it out.
Nice.
Riding off. All right, Steve, you got anything?
No, I'm all arrows are out of the quiver, as Jambo said. I don't have anything left that I pulled. I got some other stuff that's in the collection.
that was my last, unless it's up to the good captain.
I don't really. I think that's all what I had too.
Okay.
No. Um. No, that's about it. That's all I could pull in one day. I had to go through all my boxes, loose boxes, and find what I could find, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I got a lot more, but it would take me hours and hours.
Right.
Try to
I
find
could
it.
show something that would be of particular interest to the guy with the Vampirella behind him.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah.
Well, since I contributed absolutely nothing today.
I'm guessing you mean, yeah, I mean, I don't see captains and I don't see gratis today, so.
No,
No, mine is over here.
Oh, there you go. There she is. Yeah.
I keep mine hidden. She likes it that way.
I said, yeah, if I can have the screen for just a sec.
Well, let Gratu get back. He wanted to close the door so you could see his.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go. All right.
I should probably get one, and then I'll just draw some clothes on her so you guys can. I'll feel like I'm one of the group.
I might give you a hard time.
You could draw the clothes off of her.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. All right, don't worry, Eric. I'm going to you.
First, I wanted to just give a quick shout out to Joe Corallo. The book he's doing, Beckstar, the fifth and final issue came out today. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in this industry, and he's the guy that does the retrospectives with me on Thinking Critical.
Okay.
But this, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the hard case crime novels. Well, Charles R. Dye is the guy in charge of it. And he's also an author, and he had a new book out today called Gun Honey, and it had multiple covers, but I went with this one.
Yeah.
And there's actually a story to go with this.
Oh, who cares about the story?
Well,
hey, where's our gun?
You bought it for the story, didn't you, Eric?
Actually, I did, but I chose this out of the 5 covers. Is that
Okay?
But no, I've read some of his books. When they did the 50th book that they published, he wrote it, and he wrote it in 49 chapters, and the chapter titles were the titles of the 49 other books, and he made it work for the story. So. Yeah, and I don't buy many new books anymore, but I love hard case crime. So I actually technically did buy it for the story. Cover didn't hurt.
Did you see the photo cover, Vampirella photo cover today that came out? She's like about 70 pounds heavier than normal. That's just you just have to see it. It's a model that's a little on the more plump side. They chose for the cover. It's kind of it's kind of unusual.
Well, this is the original model, right? For the Vampirella. That the posters that we have. That's the original.
That's based on the original model in Spain posed for that painting, but
that's what I thought.
A Vampirella comic that came out today with a photo cover, and they've got some model dressed as Vampirella, and she's a little heavier than normal.
I think I've seen that, Gratu. Yeah, she was.
Is that Vampirus Camilla or?
No, it's just they have
regular Vampirella.
They have regular Vampirella comics that are pretty terrible, as far as I can tell. I mean, they don't.
Yeah, I haven't picked any.
I'm holding out for the Tess Holiday.
They have. They have like a pretty girl on the cover, or a nice painted girl, scantily clad as Vampirella, and the insides are terrible. Yeah,
they look like that Dell Indian comic I just showed. It's done, but people buy them because they've got covers. You know, they have 7, 8 different versions of the cover.
Yeah, I think Venkman will back me up on this. The regular title right now is just weird, but I think Vengeance of Vampirella actually is, at least you can Kevin Bacon that to the original concept. You can't do that with the Christopher Priest version. It's just
For those of you,
how it is out there.
For those of you that don't know, when he says Vinkman, he's talking about comics and review here. So,
Okay.
just in case someone there doesn't know what you're talking about.
And Eat It Joe's.
Yeah. Next week, our theme should be dragons, dinosaurs, and sea serpents. And
All right.
guys, anything like this is fabulous. So we're looking for big lizards, even sea serpents. See, like the Donald Duck there. And you guys probably have hundreds of these. You just don't remember them.
Yeah.
Like the Tarzan. See, you think of him, that's just a photo cover, but in the background, there's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Or a dragon or a sea monster. So, and just because you think, oh, I'm not going to bring that, someone else probably going to bring it. You'd be surprised. So,
Right.
and I didn't do any illustration this time, but for those of you that are new to the channel, go to this video, The Best of Graphic Man. I highlight every now and then what I've done and put them all in one video. So,
Cool.
and I may go ahead and change the image for this video. Maranya was in the chat thinking that it's probably going to cause me some trouble because of the subject matter. So I don't know. Maybe in a day or two, I might change that. I don't know. But I thought it was kind of cute. So
that was so many outrages ago. No one cares anymore.
Well, it used to be she was kneeling down, and then they did a close up of her, like in your illustration. And then one day you went in the supermarket and she just disappeared. She was just gone, like she'd been beamed up.
Yeah.
Now you look at the butter and you see the lake and the trees, and she's gone. I thought that they did the close up of her so people couldn't fold it, because kids I probably shouldn't talk about it. You know what I'm talking about?
no,
Because she
maybe
had beer.
Yeah, Land of Lakes butter.
But the Land of Lakes butter girl, if you pull up, is it possible to pull up a picture of the old style label?
Yeah, I think she was kneeling and offering
She's
something.
kneeling,
Yeah.
but if you fold it just right, her knees look like bare breasts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's just, so I thought maybe that's why they did the close-ups, because they cut off her knees. And then she just disappeared, because she is. What's wrong? Why was she objectionable? I don't understand. What did she? It's not like she was scalping someone. She's just a happy.
I don't know either.
Because white progressives that just think they're supposed to be outraged have the floor right now, and corporations are just scared to death of Twitter, so they said they're basically honoring Native Americans by erasing them from history.
Yeah, exactly.
The Washington
remember, by the way, Guardians season tickets go on sale in November.
Oh, is that the new name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guardians. Oh well. Pretty soon we won't have a republic. Won't be a republic anymore.
If somebody doesn't get a hold of this generation and set them straight, you're absolutely right.
And I did try to find an image while you were talking, Grat, too. They're all very tiny, so
That's all right.
I put them on the screen, but it wouldn't help
You
anybody.
guys remember what?
But I got a good look at her knees, and I see what they were going for. So
I mean, yeah, you could do it if you're a 9-year-old and make your friends laugh.
yeah,
But it's like, I don't know if that's the reason to change the packaging. But,
This is a cool comic here. It's a sport comic. I just found this by accident in my collection. But
Oh man, that is
it's
cool.
it's missing. There's a story in here called Peter Pry, some weird story, and it's missing a couple of pages of that story. But the lead story is all there. It's pretty nice. Otherwise,
Guy's got the Juan Marichal leg kick.
it's got a nice cover on there. Yeah, that's just too bad that it's this weird story back and it's missing, like right here. It was just torn out.
Yeah.
That one page, which is actually 2 pages of art, but so I don't know what to do with it. I was thinking of giving it to somebody if somebody wanted it, but
It looked good framed. I mean, the cover is so amazing.
Murder at the World Series.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I tried, how sometimes you can go to these online, comics online sites. They, you might find some obscure comics that you're able to download. I was not able to find this because I wanted to see if I can get a couple of pages that are missing and put them in this book, but couldn't find anything. Anyway, yeah.
Are you having any luck getting Spider-Woman printed? The original?
I didn't even try it.
I sent you that one. There was one other one you were wanting to print yourself.
Yeah, Tarzan.
Tarzan. Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to see. I haven't tried yet, but I'll see if I can't get that sent over to Staples and if they can do a good job of printing it, But we'll see.
Well, gentlemen, I thank you all for coming. This has been great. And Paulo and Dr. Silverage before you guys. There was a lot of good books, and I thought it was all respectable. There was no making fun of Native Americans in any way. I thought it was all good fun, and I appreciate everybody.
She was mostly Native American. Barbara Lay, the original cosplay girl for Warren Vampirella. So
I think she was.
What about that other little girl, that 14-year-old?
That's creepy.
Remember that 14-year-old girl? What the hell was her name again?
Heidi Saha, I think.
Yeah, Heidi. Wasn't she?
She was the daughter of some science fiction writer that Forrest J. Ackerman was either the agent of or friends with, and yeah, that whole thing was a pretty creepy thing.
That was weird. Yeah. I wish I had that one magazine though that they published with her, all about her.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No American Indians, but there's a stagecoach for you, Captain.
Yeah, look at that. And the horses racing the stagecoach.
Now Vickman sounds like Breen.
Yeah, he owes me for gimmick infringement.
Yeah.
Seduction of the Innocent book.
Nicely done.
Reason. Yeah.
I said that I left the auction the other night, and they said he sounds like you, and you said that's not a bad thing. Well, Maranya, I guess I'll try. I don't want this to get pulled. I think it's been a great episode. So
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
no.
Yeah. Well, if they do pull it, maybe they'll give me a chance to salvage it or something. So.
I don't think they will.
Put a picture of Vampirella in there instead of her.
Yeah.
And then put more red in there,
Lead paint, it'll be better next week because we're going to see all kinds of dragons and dinosaurs and sea serpents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my face. No, I thought about it, but I thought she was good looking. Let's keep her in there. So.
You saving that for when you get your Vampirella poster?
Yeah. Yeah, you should have me on that. Oh, that'd be great.
You could use the wacky package, Graphic Man, which was Land of Quakes, I think. And
Yeah.
Oh,
for that, you ought to do a search for that.
okay.
Land of Quakes wacky package.
Well, this is great, Eric. Where are you going to be next?
Criminal Cast in about 43 minutes, give or take.
Wow.
We're doing
What's his channel name?
it's Ash on Comics,
Oh, okay.
and we are doing wrong one. Tonight we're doing The Dead and the Dying.
Oh, cool.
And it's basically Ash, myself, and Skip and Tosh, we basically sing the praises of Brubaker's work. We've done most of the criminal books, and we did the Fade Out in 3 parts. I said it's fun. We usually runs about 90 minutes. We start at 11 o'clock Eastern time, and then we've got our dramatic reading Friday nights, and I said I highly recommend that for anybody that would just like a good chuckle. We did the first Doom Patrol last Friday, and the young guy that does it with us, who is a legitimate puppet master, whatever they're called, he did General Immortus's voice like someone in the throes of constipation, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. No one else could keep a straight face. And I said, it's a blast. And anybody that wants to come on and do voices with us, it's open mic.
That's cool.
So
I saw the Marvel team up, and I thought you did a great drunken sailor there at the beginning.
Thank you. I killed him.
Hold on, let me find a piece of paper. What's it called again now? I know you said it twice now, but
The channel name is I Love Comics.
oh, isn't it Eglantine?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a bunch of no talent hacks and Professor Pixel.
But the one you
music into it, like an old radio show. Or?
Pixel does that on classic puppet theater. He doesn't do it while we're reading, but he does like the old intro, like that sounds like an old vaudeville opening. Yeah, we do the Friday night readings live, and I said that's way above our pay grade. Pixel at some point will probably think to do that on the ones that we record.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He changed the name. It's now Eglantine Loves Comics. But
yeah,
as I found, you can still type in diversity in comics and get Comics Matter with your boy Zach, and he changed that 3 years ago.
Yeah, I still type in I Love Comics, and I still get it still diverts you there.
Yeah, talk about diversity. I was watching something on part of his show not too long ago, and he's talking about he was debating somebody, and he mentioned something about the Hollywood. There's a what do you call it? Hollywood now has a oh shit! What the hell was that now? Now it's flipping out of my mind. They have to meet certain quotas, or else they can't be eligible for Oscars. Any of the movies cannot be eligible for Oscars unless they have represent all Asians, Hispanics, and especially at the top, Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to have at least 2 women in some position in the production of the movie. or something like that. They have to be the head of a department during the production of the movie. If they don't have any of that, then they can't be eligible for the Oscar nominations.
Yeah, basically the only people who know they got their job on merit now are straight white guys, because everybody else is part of a quota system that has to be met.
And it doesn't matter how good the movie is. If you don't meet that criteria, then yeah, you.
So diversity in favor of artistic quality, I guess.
So that would rule out The Godfather, any movie where it's pretty much just one type of person in the movie.
And what happens to historical pictures?
Did they do that? Didn't they retract the Oscar for Schindler's List? I think they did. I think they took the Oscar away from that because they didn't have enough.
What?
Yeah, I read something about that. Or put it on the radio or something. But
recently they took it away.
I hadn't heard that, but
yeah, he was nominated.
Nothing would surprise me.
Well, you got 12 Angry Men. Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
These are movies that can't be, so.
Well, it's a good thing they remade Magnificent Seven when they did.
Yeah.
But they did swap out Denzel for somebody, didn't they?
Yeah.
And what happens if they're making a historical drama?
Well, there's
based on history, and they gotta throw African Americans in there when there weren't any.
Yeah,
there. I mean,
there's a movie that looks interesting. I think it's called The Green Knight, and it's based on a 15th century story from England. And the Green Knight is like clearly like Indian or Middle Eastern, but it's taking place in England. I mean, it's like wait a second. But anyway,
that's absurd. It's really absurd. I mean,
it's probably, I hear it's a great movie, but it's just odd. I guess maybe you get used to it, but it's it's not.
Jambo, are you going to be on Faces or?
Probably not on the No Faces, but I will be on the Cover Slingers Saturday.
Okay, good. Well, guys, I'm going to have to pull this. My son has just got home. He was out of state proposing.
Oh,
and it looks like everything went fine. So I'm going to go get the lowdown on that. So,
yeah.
All righty.
But cool. Thank you all for coming. Hope to do this again next week.
Thank you.
Hope you guys do good. Eric, you haven't uploaded the video. You were going to.
Yeah, my cameraman stiffed me, so I think we're going to go to one of those peddlers malls Sunday.
Yeah,
and do a video after that.
Okay, good.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
I know how you guys get when I don't do a video every 8 months.
Yeah, I got to kid you about something.
Well, it's good seeing everybody again.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. Thank you, Gratu. Thank you, Jambo, Steve, Eric, Hans. Appreciate you.
Hey, Jambo, here's your artwork. I've not forgot about you.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I just haven't. I've been out of town, so I'll send it out probably next week.
No hurry, man. No worries. That's
awesome. To let you know, I didn't forget about you. I have it right here.
Great, man, that's great.
All right. You're welcome.
All right, guys. I'm gonna.
All right. Take care.